Welcome back, everybody. I'm your host, Kelly Sparks, back here with my co-host, Wes, and Chance.
What's up, fellas?
What's up?
Chance brought us
A little treat.
this. You know, I don't know if I've ever heard of Russell's Reserve before, but apparently they felt like aging something for 15 years.
Just dropped in Texas. Been seeing it in other states and had a little FOMO, but
What was the price tag on this bad boy?
$249.
Man, that's
It's cheaper than this.
They just keep going up.
it's cheaper than that. And it's also cheaper than the Generations.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Generations is so good.
It is, and I'm hoping that this one is comparable.
That Generations is probably the highest I've ever spent MSRP,
on
Well,
a
I think-
single bottle.
but it's
Yeah.
easily one of my top 5 I've ever had. So
Yeah.
I don't get too upset with that one.
Did you get one of those?
Mhm.
They're so good.
I told him how to get it.
Well, I'm
that shit
not
around.
going to pour the first pour out of
Yeah,
this.
this is yours.
This is your bottle.
Little pop.
I'm
Are these glasses big enough?
I mean, they are 4 ounces.
Oh, man, my
Why are you shaking?
sinus.
There you go, Wes. Oh, yours.
Good Lord. About an hour ago, my sinuses went insane.
It smells like shit, so you don't need to worry about it.
Just leave them on the shelf, like I've seen any on the shelf.
I'm hoping it's better than the 13 for sure. 'cause
Limited
I was
release
not-
2024.
Yeah, is it a batch specific 13 or are you just most 13s or
Well, I guess
stringent?
that's the only one I've had, just
Oh, okay.
that one. So
All right.
Because they've done, what, 2 or 3 years of the 13?
They've got 5 different batches.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know how many they did in a year, but they've got 5
Does
different batches.
Does it say the batch on there?
It's laser code. You got to look it up.
Okay. You got to be smart.
Yeah.
yeah, we're not looking.
You got to
shit
get the
out.
decipher on the 13s. It's a letter that determines the batch on the laser
I
code.
love the freaking color of this thing.
Yeah, it's pretty dark.
It's dark. It's dark.
It smells a little dusty.
It's delicious. Oh man, it's 15 years old.
Well, I think I could just crawl up in that glass and live.
I would.
That's
If I see one at MSRP, I'm getting one.
Man,
that's good.
If I see it for less than 300, I'm gonna get it.
wow.
Hey, I got a 13. I'll trade you.
Think you're short a couple of years.
Hey, I got a 13 and a half. I got 1.5 bottles of 13. I'll trade you.
Just age that 13 a couple more years in your barrel and it'll be fine.
Shit, age it 4 months in the barrel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it is pretty sharp on the nose if you get in too deep, but that flavor's amazing.
Yeah, but it's not on the palate. It's not sharp on the palate.
It's really good.
I don't know, man. I've had a lot of good stuff this year. This might be at the top on the new stuff. Need a comparison?
So that's 117 proof.
117.2.
This one came in at 114.8.
Couple more years.
Oh, this is batch 2 is what this one is.
Okay.
I think my other one is batch 1, but I haven't even opened it.
Couple more years, couple more proof points.
Oh, you got a batch 1? Oh, they're the same proof?
I don't know. Have to look.
Yeah, we looked them up the other day and marked them.
Oh, you did get nerdy.
He did.
I did.
Let's see.
He just wrote it down so he wouldn't forget.
That's cool. And I like that it's not as astringent as this one.
That's what he was
No,
saying.
I don't have batch 1. This is a batch 4.
Oh, okay.
Well, they
Oh,
are the same proof.
oh, okay.
So I think that the overall opinion is that batch 1's the best and batch 3's the worst, but none of them are bad.
No.
It just, I didn't feel like it was worth what I spent on it. Just
It's
'cause-
two.
Yeah, it was super stringent to me. So
See, batch 1 came out at $99.
yeah.
And then the next year they went to $149 and then $200.
Well, I mean, they keep going through the roof on everything. Like we talked about the Master Keys, we were buying those for $150
Yeah.
Yeah.
when those things started. Now they're what, 3 something.
310, 350, depending on where you go.
And then you got the Generations release. That, what was that? $400.
450.
I paid $500 for mine.
Okay, so yeah, I paid Well, once getting with shipping it was
500.
It was 500.
Oh, I paid $550 for
I think
mine.
$450 was MSRP.
You know.
But then I had to pay because it shipped. Wild Turkey shipped it to California, and California shipped it here.
At least those Californians were good for something.
That's about it.
I'll tell you, I can't complain on that one.
No, that's a good bottle.
Yes.
I would definitely impulse buy that bottle if I saw it.
Try to figure.
Hey, you know what odds are? Big Papa's is probably going to get one, and they're not going to mark it up because it's Wild Turkey. Like,
Yeah.
That's why I picked up my Generations for $550.
They got one.
They got one of these.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That
Did you
one.
buy it? You motherfucker!
Oh, you got this at Big Papa's?
You son of a bitch!
So you bought it at retail?
Well, they probably got another
Well-
one. They probably got a case.
Maybe.
I bet they got a case. I'm gonna go in there and talk to
But a
Bruce.
case of those would be 6.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll go in and
that's
talk to
a good
Bruce.
up, Bruce.
I'm gonna
I'm gonna go hit up Bruce and be like, "Hey man,
They didn't have it in their cabinet, but I asked him, I was like, are you getting this? And he's like, I got one now. And I was like, what are you charging?
$250 or
It was $279 there. But that's not bad.
no?"
I mean, MSRP is $250 on it. That ain't bad. But some of that stuff,
Yeah, he had that, a Michter's 10 rye, and an old Fitz 10.
I mean, some of the stuff he doesn't, it's not him, it's her.
It's the Buffalo Trace.
Yeah.
She
It's
jacks
huge.
that stuff up through the roof. But then, well, you say that, I picked up a fucking handy last year at 100 from them for $168.
At retail, wow.
Yeah.
Was the rye, I guess.
It was the ride, and
Oh,
she
handies.
just didn't know. I mean,
All handy should be about $150.
Well, she should know all BTAC is crazy. Have y'all ever had the SAS 18?
Yeah.
I've had it, yeah. Never had a bottle of it.
They just
but I've
make
had it.
so few of that bottle. That's like, well, I guess it's so high on secondary.
Yeah, that's the hardest one to get.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think that it's the best by any means, but it's the hardest one to get.
I really don't even think Buffalo Trace makes the best rye, personally, in my opinion.
No,
Shit, I think Victor's might.
a long time ago, they made some really good ryes.
Yeah.
But they haven't made a good rye, I don't think, since 2018. It may be the barrel proof, was it the Taylor barrel proof rye coming out this year?
Yeah.
That might be
That might be pretty
a
good.
hitter.
We have that Knob Creek rye, that single barrel that we have there. That's fucking fantastic.
Yeah. But that's Buffalo Trace, right? 5 recipes, right?
Yeah.
Which one's rye? None of them. None of them are a rye recipe.
Where do they get the rye from?
That's what I'm saying.
This is 13.
Better when you come back to it or same?
Yeah, still some. I mean, it's good right up the front, but then it just sucks all the moisture out of your mouth.
You gotta, can I get a listen?
Yeah. Yeah, it's just astringent.
Yeah, I like it. I don't have this batch, but I like it.
And then, maybe it's just me, but it's just too damn astringent for me.
But you're such a Wild Turkey fan.
I
man.
am.
And you love Russell Reserve Private Selects.
But I mean,
and you like the single rick house, right?
I didn't. But out of until this one today, I would say I would take the Russell's single rick house. It's their barrel selects over any of those.
See, I like it.
I think it was better than the single rick house. It's better than that. The private selects though are just better.
So the real question is it better than Generations?
No,
I don't have to do a blind on that one.
I think it's closer than you think.
Just saying.
I think it's close, but I don't think it's better.
Just saying, guys. Can we do a blind on that? I mean,
Hey, we should do.
hey, you've got all of those, plus you got Generations,
Well-
plus you got a Generation.
Yeah,
And then we got that.
when y'all are ready, I don't know what we're going to call it, unicorn, limited, or whatever. We need to do a blind with hard to get bottles,
Yeah.
and I'll definitely bring some.
I mean, I'll crack. Well, yeah.
Yeah,
Hey, if we do a blind on that, I'll bring over that Jim Beam Distiller's Masterpiece and we can crack
Oh,
it.
nice.
I've been trying to get that bottle from him for 2 years.
Well, now you know how.
Well, I've had it since like 2018.
Well, so that's what what's the new one called that's like that now? Legion series or something like that.
The Legacy.
Legacy, yeah.
Yeah. I saw the other day they had it posted on What's It Jim Beam today, and of course they had Hardest Creek bottles. I mean, a ton of them.
Yeah.
And then had a ton of the Legacy bottles there.
Yeah, they're like $300 or $350.
I think I zoomed in. I think it's 300 at the
Yeah.
distillery. The Hardest Creek were 109. I think is what it said.
That's retail.
So I get the opposite now. I feel like it's less astringent.
I still get it.
They're different. I like them both. But
They're completely different. And I'm not saying this is bad. I'm just saying
I drink
that
shit.
it's not worth what I paid for.
I got you. This one's
It's
got more layers.
oh, that one's a whole lot better.
Complex.
And I'll just go buy regular Russell's.
Single barrel.
Yeah. Instead of paying the extra money for that.
Yeah.
So
I hear you.
If you do see any like Knob Creek single barrel selects that are like touching the 10-year mark, I'll definitely pick one up.
You talking about the Knob Creek 9s that are touching 10?
Yeah.
I think I know where one is.
shit, we've seen them. They were 11 years old.
Yeah.
I've seen them 14, but
Yeah.
that's a long time ago.
Yeah. Those are. I'll buy those in a heartbeat. They're all good. I've never had a bad one. I mean, do we need to taste the Generations now or not?
Ooh, ooh.
We got from breakfast.
Yeah, we can palate cleanse.
Oh, good.
I don't know if I've seen that comparison online. Maybe the first YouTubers that do it.
This is a higher proof. This is the highest proof Wild Turkey's ever put out.
But he doesn't drink high proof.
It's 120.8.
I think this drink's hotter.
These pretzels are delicious.
By the way, I learned that recently. Pretzels are a very good palate cleanser.
I'm gonna let you pour that.
Switching bourbons.
Why don't you just dip your finger in, like, flick it at me?
A little sip.
Yeah.
Man, look at the damn legs on that thing. Took that last sip.
Oh god, it's like freaking caulk.
Yeah.
I think Big Bottle still has one of those.
They do. I saw it today.
Just nobody's. I mean, it's just expensive.
Yeah. It's well, nobody wants to spend $500 on a bottle retail. I mean,
I might go buy it.
you're gonna be West
If
there.
I could.
I ain't buying it anytime soon. I promise that. I already bought one. I ain't buying another one.
It smells. I don't know. It's got the. I think it wins the nose.
I mean,
I think the Generations wins. the nose.
$550, or just the next time I go to Kentucky, you'll get another Michter's for 150.
Last one was 185.
Okay, 180.
That one?
Still,
Yeah.
still a bargain.
Yeah.
And the whole thing is, you just go there 3 days in a row.
Get 3 of them.
3 of them. And I'm still going to spend. I mean, I'll spend just a little bit more than I will for one of these.
So I didn't ever know this existed, and they don't do it anymore. But I was on some secondary sites, and they did that in a rye. That Michter's Fort Nelson,
Yeah.
which would have been interesting because I like Michter's rye.
Oh,
So-
I love Victor.
And from what I understand, they just recently switched over to doing just barrel strengths. Before, you were getting batch products. You were just getting a bottle.
Let's call a spade here. It's all Old Forester because Michter's don't have anything old enough of their old stocks to be
You think it's Old Forester? I mean, Old Forester Rise.
anything
The cheap
10
one.
anything 10 years or older.
Were they
Michter's-
saying how old that is? Does it even have the age statement on it?
No, but like that Michter's 10 that was so good last year, that's Old Forester.
Well, hell, they got Michter's 25.
It's Old Forester.
Well, none of them say distilled by
Yeah.
Michter's.
That's what I'm saying. It's
Wow.
when you get down to it, and honestly, like if
Are
you
they owned by Brand Foreman?
no, they're not. No.
They're just sourcing.
And then if you go down a rabbit hole, like somebody taught me about the numbers on Willet, some of that is Brown Foreman.
The Generations is definitely hotter. It's good.
I don't know if I can pick a winner.
I know they're both good. They're different, but they're good. It's kind of like that when we did the Heaven Hill 17s against each other. They were both different, but really good.
Mm-hmm.
You'd have to pick something you don't like, and I don't like nothing about neither one of them.
That's the hardest thing.
Yeah.
Especially like in the recent high proof blind tasting.
I'm gonna
it's
say this is the best just because it's my bottle,
like
and I don't have that. So now, if you want to give this to me,
Then it'll be the best.
I mean, I'll concede that they are equal. How about that?
Wow, it gives this much.
right. I don't know. I could pick.
Yeah. They're all winners to me.
I mean, they're all good. But I mean, well, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not correct. I mean, it's good, but I'm not super.
This
crazy about it.
this is a winner. These are walk-off home runs.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with any of them. I mean, I'm not saying don't go buy Russell's 13.
Yeah. Now, if they double the price again next year, I may not buy it because they tend to be doing that here lately.
Well, I probably won't ever buy another Rick House.
Well, I didn't buy that Masters Keep. I traded for it
Yeah.
because I couldn't pull the trigger over $300.
Because those Rick House went up again.
Yeah, they're over 300 now.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm not doing that again. I didn't notice a big enough difference in that between just the regular Russells, so I was like, I'm not doing that again.
Yeah. They're both super complex and they have multiple layers. The layers are just different
I just don't understand why they keep going up so much in price.
because they're taking secondary out of the market.
Yeah.
That's what they got on secondary all the time, so they just went to that price. The market decided what they were worth.
Gross. I'm sorry. It just keeps happening. I can't help it.
Nothing like high proof whiskey to make your nose run.
Mm-hmm.
Man, we're dying.
I got some ammonia packs in the car if you want to clear out your
It'll dry you out.
Really? Yeah.
From your nostrils to your brain
It'll
cells.
wake you up.
You ever have that in football? Like when you got knocked out?
No, I didn't.
Never got
I did the knocking out.
I never got knocked. I didn't know you played football.
Shit, we used to do them just to get hyped up before the game.
I do them before deadlifts.
Yeah.
I played until sophomore year. I just got tired of it.
Yeah. You were their fucking cheerleaders and shit.
Drinking a lot. Those cheerleaders got me in trouble.
I tend to do that.
Yeah.
Raw shish kebab.
Well,
I was their friend.
Mm.
It's amazing the fun
the
shit.
gay friend.
Hey,
Well, I was gonna say now there's male cheerleaders.
well,
and-
it's amazing that shit happens when they get drunk though. They just let their friends do a lot of things. It was awesome.
If you find them at close to retail, or if you can afford it on secondary,
Mm-hmm.
it's worth the experience to me.
So what year did you graduate?
93.
93. So who'd you graduate with?
My sister.
Yeah.
Was Mandy Burks here?
Chance marriage.
She lived right down the road from me.
Okay. Well, so that my whole freshman year, because I was a freshman when you were a senior.
Right.
I was banging Mandy. So I say the cheerleaders got me in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, she picked me up every day, took me to school, and we usually just go off somewhere and get the brain cells going for the day.
Yeah. Let me not bring that story up at the reunion. I've never been to a reunion.
I don't care if it is not.
I don't know what it is. It's not that I intentionally don't go, but every time they announce a reunion, I already have like a vacation bought and paid for. I'm like, I can't go.
Shit, I mean, even after she graduated, I mean, we stayed friends for years, and she was working at the Rio as a bartender. I wasn't even old enough to get in the Rio. She'd get me in, and then I'd drink for free.
Oh, wow.
Like, it was awesome.
Yeah, back in the day, Longview was a lot different. I had my first beer at Pete's King. What's our time? Are we stupid?
19 minutes.
Okay. So I had my first beer at Pete's King, and then somebody gave me their Unicard, and I used that damn thing everywhere, because you had to have a membership to eat it, to drink at Chili's or whatever.
Yeah.
If you presented the Unicard, they didn't even ask for your ID.
No, you just had that, and I had one too. So Mandy got me one because you had to have one at
The Rio.
the Rio.
Oh, yeah.
I had too.
Yeah.
So she made me one. I was drinking Applebee's everywhere. I
Yeah.
mean, I was 17 years old.
And literally, guys, a Unicard was a piece of paper.
They didn't even ask for the ID. There you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
We're good. Because it was just a membership thing.
Yeah, and I think it was after your time, but my time during high school, we could go to Shreveport and drink because the legal drinking age was 18, and they had nickel night at Club Isabella.
So, of course, my birthday is January 18th.
Yeah.
January 1st of that year, the law changed to 21 in
shit.
Louisiana. So I got shafted.
Yeah.
Which didn't matter. I mean, I was drinking all over town.
Me and Michelle, we'd get a hotel room before we went, and we would go to Club Isabella's and stagger across the damn street to that Holiday Inn and stay there.
But, I mean, hell, even back then when I was 16, I was working. So I could get off school, go work at an air conditioning company. I'd leave and drive to Glaywater to Donnelly's on the corner of George Ritchie. I'd just go through the drive-thru. I was buying cases and cases of beer and
the other
bourbon and, I mean, just cheap, shitty whiskey and
the other spot was
rum.
out at Lake of the Pines where everybody could buy.
Yeah, and I'd just go through the drive-thru and get cases and stuff. And so I was like, I was everybody's hookup for Friday nights.
Yeah.
But I was making a killing on that. Because, I mean, I paid, back then, $12 for a case. And I was charging them $30.
Yeah.
I wasn't giving that shit away for free.
Yeah, well,
I need gas money here.
Yeah, I saw something on Facebook the other day that, one of those memes or whatever that says, we're built different. I grew up drinking Goldschlager and Mad Dog 2020. You don't know me.
Shit. I remember we used to go to the club. We were drinking a couple of Mexican gunslingers. So it was Goldschlager.
Rumpelmints.
No, what was it? It was Goldschlager, tequila, and Hot Damn.
Oh, that sounds
all
disgusting.
three in a shot. They would fuck you up so bad.
The only thing that make that worse is Jaeger.
No, I ain't drinking. I've never liked that stuff. Never. But yeah, you can drink that Goldschlager.
I'm sure these sound great on.
yeah, it'll be all right.
I don't care.
Oh shit. Well, you want to call it?
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well, here's to Gen X.
Yeah, here's the Gen X. I'm the youngest of the Gen X's.
Are you even in?
Yeah, depends on who you ask.
What year were you born?
80. Depends on who you
That's
ask.
about the skinny of teeth.
I mean,
Before May?
We'll give you a pass.
Well, you got the common sense of a Gen X, so I'll give you that.
Well, he kind of gets grandfathered in because he's got an older brother and sister.
That's true.
They just beat the shit out of him for fun.
Well, that's who you hung around with those people.
yeah, they did too good of a job on that.
Yeah,
That's what
torture.
that's what Carrie told Mom. He said, I think I did too good of a job beating him up growing up. Now I don't want to fuck with him anymore.
Grew up in was the.
I mean, here's the biggest thing. Do you care about people's feelings? Okay, then you're good.
You're fine.
I mean, dude, he tossed me out of the back of his truck doing 55 down fucking Pine Tree Road. On my face.
He left me and let me get caught by the cops. So
At least you didn't freaking
his brother and my cousin left me one night, and I got caught by the cops.
Well, I've been on the other end of that story, so I don't know if I could have an opinion.
Is he not his cousin either?
Different side.
Different families.
I mean, I was in the wrong.
Which
Don't get me
cousin?
wrong. Aaron.
Third.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah, they caught me with a tree limb right across the throat. I'm laying on the ground. The guy comes up and grabs me, and they were gone. They bolted. They didn't try to drag me or anything.
he came and picked me up every day for school junior year because he was a senior and I was a junior. And I mean, he'd be high as shit. Running at fucking 5.0, just. I'd get a contact high before school every day.
I believe it.
That can only help.
Fun stuff. Yeah. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. If you've ever had any of this $1,000 worth of whiskey right here, pretty much is.
Yeah.
Pretty fucking close.
Yeah.
Pretty far off.
Comment below and let us know your thoughts. But thanks again, Chance and Wes, for letting us share in your high-priced, delicious whiskeys.
They're good.
And yeah, like always, guys, drink some whiskey, share with your friends and family. Be safe. Don't drink and drive. Take care. And we'll see you next time.
Cheers.
Cheers.